I had not known Wüthrich Ernst before 1969, when I moved from Bell Labs to the ETH in Zürich. And Richard had just moved from California to the ETH a few months before I did. And they didn't have offices for us. So they just put wooden barracks on top of the physical chemistry building, and the two of us were there side by side, isolated from everybody else. And we had instrumentation, common instrumentation in the basement. And that's how we started to interact. And then we organized a big congress together. That was in 1974. And during the time we prepared this congress, essentially all the key developments happened. See, Lauterbur published his first paper on sigmatography in 1973. Jenner had talked about two-dimensional NMR at the summer school in 1971. And then Ernst realized the two-dimensional NMR experiment because Jenner didn't publish and he didn't follow up. He just gave out the idea. That's why he wasn't included in the Nobel Prize. There is no documentation of his contribution. And so when we organized this meeting, it is the ICM-RPS International Conference on Magnetic Resonance in Biological Systems, together in 1974, it was a turning point of NMR in biology and in medicine. See, and there we worked close together, and from there on we actually worked together for more than 10 years. So we had joint research programs, we had joint employees, and I think it's fair to say that between the two of us we turned multidimensional NMR into a useful method, not only for biological work but for chemistry at large. And this meant long hours. We often discussed until midnight. But we had only two, and you see, this was a very small group, and we were very tight not to let information out before it was ready. And so we would discuss, it was very difficult. See, there were experimental details to be solved, and we needed a company to make new hardware so that our ideas could actually be put into experiments. So it was a very intense collaboration.